Persons with disabilities, in collaboration with SightSavers Nigeria, have decried the lack of implementation of policies that protect their access to physical structures, education, and equal opportunities. They made the call during the unveiling of a mural created by SightSavers Nigeria at the Area 1 roundabout in Abuja ahead of the 79th UN Sustainable Development Goals Summit on giving youth with disabilities a voice. Mr. Chris Agbo, Secretary General, joined National Association of Persons with Disabilities, stressed the need for the implementation of policies on Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Act.
Persons with disabilities are asking for is for those policies to be implemented and Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Provision Act to also be implemented, fully implemented. Make budgetary allocations towards the implementation of these policies and also towards the implementation of disability law. Fund National Commission for Persons with Disabilities better for the benefit of over 35 million persons with disabilities in Nigeria. Access to physical infrastructure is one of the greatest challenges that persons with disabilities are facing. And what we are saying is that person with disabilities being able to access public infrastructures is very important, and public infrastructures cut across different, because we talk about education, for example, that we also mentioned. So if the schools are not accessible, persons with disabilities will find it difficult to actually go to school. And that's why we're saying that all schools across board, every school, should be made accessible so that persons with disabilities can actually be able to acquire education, and after that, they can also be able to go out there and perform their duties, maybe getting employed and also performing some of their, because that's the only way they can earn a living and that's the only way they can survive within the society. So if they find it difficult to access public infrastructures, it becomes so difficult for them to actually earn a living and actually be able to compete in equal basis with others.
Similarly, Mr. Benjamin Isaac, member of the association, said inclusion of PWDs in decision-making would enable them highlight their challenges with a view to addressing them.
We are facing many challenges. Example, like if I want to do something, I will not do it by myself. I need to tell somebody that help me to do it. Yeah, like learning material and education.
Mrs. Esther Bature, SightSavers Country Advocacy Coordinator, said the forthcoming UN General Assembly was an opportunity for global leaders to deliberate on progress and implementation of SDGs.
This mural is an attempt to draw more attention to the voices and the plights of young persons with disability. Nigeria is not the only country that painted the mural. We also have an artist that painted in Senegal, Kenya, New York, and some other countries. And this will be showcased at the Summit of the Future at the UN General Assembly. For Nigeria, we are focusing on the voices of young persons with disability. We believe that young persons with disability have a lot to bring to the table if given a space on the table to be a part of critical conversations that has to do with them. We also believe that if they are given the opportunity for their voices to be heard, they will make meaningful contribution in nation building, and the burden of, destitution in the country will be greatly reduced. So we painted this mural to draw attention to the fact that there's going to be a Summit of the Future at the UN General Assembly, and also for the voices of young persons with disability to be heard.